Right, here we are at Soccershop.bet headquarters. It's nippy in Johannesburg, and we are practicing social distancing as we still continue to do. Interesting times. Unfortunately, the Vodacom Durban July is going to be run again with no crowds and it looks like no owners, but at least we're racing, which is the most important thing. Going into the weekend, we weren't sure.
Yeah, it's encouraging, Neil. A little bit of a scare come Sunday evening, but it looks like we're going to manage to get through the July.
And that's what it's about at the moment, all human beings on planet.
Our business as well, we're fighting for our lives to keep our retail stores open, we're getting legal advice. Gaming boards are also looking for advice to whether we can or can't. Got no TVs, no furniture, in and out, take your bet and move on.
Yeah, well, as we always said, first of all, people's health. We've all had friends that have been badly affected and some have lost their lives, so we are certainly aware of that. But it's great to be in here in Soccershop.bet. As I say, we are practicing social distancing and taking all necessary precautions. But let's talk about the big race, because it's Vodacom Durban July, and last year, same, so we're a year into the pandemic, but at least we're racing. First of all, first question, where is the money being consistently over the last 2-3 months? Because I know that Soccershop.bet have a book. Where is it consistently being for, and where are you situated at the moment?
The early money was for Joey Soma's horse.
Got the green light?
Really well weighted, got the green light, really good form. Sunday, Van Vieren's horse went and franked the form, Copper Mountain.
Yes.
Didn't beat a great field, but he won really comfortably. So that was the early money, 6-1, 9-2, 9-2 into 4-1, and then when the final field came out, it was adjusted into 5-2. I think there's a bit of 3-1 and off that.
So let me stop you there. 22-10, 5-2 most places now.
Yeah.
As Lance Michael, is that value? Because I recognise the horse can easily win, but I'm thinking it's a July 5-2, 22, 8-10 about a July horse.
The final field was out, I think, last Tuesday, last Monday. The 60% of the field for me cannot win the race.
Yeah.
There's 7 horses that can win. The balance are going to make up the field. They're going to have a say in which horse wins, because they're either going to be getting in their way or taking up their running. So in my opinion, I have done the form, I've looked at it quite closely. I had a different opinion before looking at the form. I was quite strong on Joey Soma, got the green light. I've had a good look. I'm quite keen on Jonathan Snaith and
Justin
Snaith's horse, Do It Again. And a bit of inside information, they're strong on Do It Again.
Yeah.
They like all their horses, in fairness to them, but I can hear they're strong on Do It Again.
Well, he is awesome. We've touched on, I don't want to repeat ourselves, because I've been preaching Do It Again for 3 months, saying that I always think he's a horse that comes well during the Durban winter. That's franked by the fact he's won 2 Julys and actually ran third in a July, getting only half a kilogram from Rainbow Bridge. Now he gets 2.5.
No, he gets 2.5.
Like to see him a bit better drawn, to be honest.
But last year he was drawn 18.
Yeah, we didn't win last year. Hopefully he can win for another one. But okay, so let's get back to that. So yes, a lot of money. What about Linebacker? What has the market told you about Linebacker?
He's a super horse. He's got his followers. He's 4-1 in the market. I think it's a horse that, in my opinion, could very well start favourite.
Yes.
I think he could start favourite or joint favourite with Got the Green Light. He's had a superb prep. He's a strong 3-year-old. He's only got better. 3-year-olds are great, we know that. Rascallion on the 2000 run, the Daily News run, looks to be improving, but he's a disappointing horse.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going to pitch on Saturday. We know Linebacker's going to be there. We know he's going to produce. So he's more reliable.
You're right, Rascallion brings risks with him, and as much as that was an excellent run, he was actually closing in on the death.
Yeah, he looked good.
He did look good, and you'd think the extra 200 would be in his favour, but you're right, he's disappointed many times. Some would say, well, that was before gelding, but he does bring risks. And just on that subject, when we had Graham Hawkins and Mike Rankin on the show, Graham Hawkins said he was sweating actually on Gallop's day, and said, if you're going to back Rascallion, maybe wait until as late as possible to check that he behaves. So he does come with risks.
How was his gallop?
His gallop was good, but he does come with risks. So, but then again, of course, you're getting 8-9-1, whereas Linebacker you're getting 4-1. So
yeah. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, you've got to work out if the one length is enough to make up over the extra 200 meters. And did the gelding improving that much?
Yes.
My gut tells me Linebackers also on the up. And I mean, he did hang all the way across the course, which didn't help him, but he got the win. And then on the other hand, the horse he hung on to, Comedy Dun, it's also a runner.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he's drawn 20, so 18. 20, he'll come into 18, whatever it is. He's drawn 18.
Yes.
So they don't really have options. He'll have to drop him out.
He's got to drop him out. He's got to play the patient game. And the horse will run on. He's had a superb prep. Third run into the race. Linebacker, good prep. Got the green light, 0 prep.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Bulgarian last year won the 1900, and then the July. I see do it again. He had 1 run into the July. So the Snake stable like to have that type of preparation going into the July. So I respect do it again. Other than that, I find the race very, very thin.
What about the top weight, Rainbow Bridge? Not for you, eh? Not for you, just because he's got too much weight.
Not for me. He's better over less, in my opinion. He's got too much weight to give away to the field. I think he can carry the weight. I think he's a super racehorse. But I just think he's giving too much to too many good horses.
Yes.
Can't give. He's a 5-time Group 1 winner, so has got the green light. There's what? 55.5 kilos. There's 5 kilos in it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Okay, so let's get on to the value then, and from now, take your Lance Michael hat off now and put your Soccershop.bet, because our punters, our loyal followers, have loved what you've done for us, price booster wise. I don't know if you've loved it, because every time you've given us price boosters, the one day they all won. Now Moose got the green light and War of Athena, and then the next time all 3 won as well. So what have you got for us? What is your thinking Vodacom Durban July day?
For the race or for the day?
Well, let's deal with the race first of all, yeah.
For the race, I'm going to go out on a limb, and the Rainbow Bridge, they're going to get a fancy price.
Okay, nice. Yeah, and there'll be many people who still fancy him.
I think I'm going to get my takers, which I'm happy either way.
Yes.
If he wins, he's a super racehorse and he deserves a July.
Okay.
I just think it's a tough ask.
Okay, so we can go on Soccershop.bet and find that.
Jason, oddsmaker, will ensure that you really, really enjoy the price that you're going to be getting.
Rainbow Bridge.
Bridge. There are a few others that I've sat with him yesterday. We're going to post in quite a few races.
Okay.
We're going to try and do 4 or 5 for the day.
Okay, lovely.
Win places, and obviously on the website you can take the multiples as you wish.
As you wish, yes.
So there will be a variety of boosters, and they will be updated as the meeting progresses.
Now, the one match race which everybody's talking about is War of Athena and Captain's Ransom. You can take your Soccershop.bet hat off now and give us the Lance Michael opinion. What a race! Oh, really? A mismatch? You think Captain's Ransom too good?
She's the best around.
But the draw?
I'm not interested. The way she beat Princess Kelly in the Guineas.
Yes.
And I mean, he made it clear as he could that the horse was 70 or 80% well.
Yes.
And she literally toyed with that field.
Well, I tend to agree with you because of the physical imposing nature of her, but I think the draw could be a leveller. And that's the thing, is big fields on July day. You touched it in the July.
Yeah.
In some races, there are horses, with all due respect, that shouldn't be there. And all they're going to do is cause traffic problems.
Absolutely.
And Active War of Athena, the filly, Active War filly, will get the run of the race.
She's a super racehorse. Gee, how good is she? You can't fault her form. She's come to Gravel and won. Turfentine she's won. I'm glad they didn't put her in the July. I was looking forward to this race. I'm glad.
How are they betting in that race at the moment?
They're betting her 12.5 to 10 War of Athena, and 15, 16 to 10 Captain Ransom.
Wow.
10's well.
Okay, that surprises me, but that's obviously the draw.
I must be honest, I think the draw's got a lot to do with the prep. I just think, she's a really, they're both great fillies. So I've got it wrong a few times, and I've got it right a few times with War of Athena.
Yes.
I thought Princess Keller would beat her. She toyed with her. I thought she'd beat a year ago, 8 months ago. She was getting 9 kilos from the Mark the Cock horse. She beat it. So she's a seriously good horse.
Just to touch while we've got you here, and the week is long. We are only on Tuesday, so we're going to have a lot of programming going out Wednesday, Thursday, and I always suggest you just go to Soccershop.bet. And by the way, if you haven't opened up an account, I mean, I can't help you go there and physically do it, but this is the week you should be doing it, because Lance and his team Jason and the boys are going to give you plenty of options, and there will be something somewhere along the line that you fancy. So rather than taking 5 to 1 somewhere else, if you could take it 7 to 1 or something, and you will get great prices. I'm thinking of the Rainbow Bridge story immediately. So open up Soccershop.bet account. How's the easiest way to do that? Online, right?
You just register, you go, and it's a quick, easy solution. I suggest you, when they ask you how did and where did you hear about us, you say clock in the gallops, and you're in. You bet. There's many, many ways to put your money in. There's a whole host of gateways. We've had betting out for the last 7-8 days on all the markets. So if you go to our website now, you can bet on today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
So if you fancy something going into the July, you'll have a chance to take a double, treble, place, win, place, whatever you like. So.
Yes, brilliant. And we're Tuesday, and some of those prices will be up by this afternoon or this evening, so we look forward to that. Just generally, the exotics on the day, they look tough. Or do you think it's tight? Because what I'm talking about is, for example, the Golden Horseshoe. I mean, have you got an opinion?
See that scratched Eden Rock there?
Yeah, Eden Rock is gone. Well, that's out of the other race. That's out of the later race.
Which is the Golden Horseshoe? Oh, the 2-year-old.
Yeah, the Post Merchants is Eden Rock's race 9. Yeah, and he must have had a
What race is the Golden Horseshoe?
The Golden Horseshoe is race 6.
Which is the 2-year money for this horse, Castle Town.
Yes.
I played 6 to 1. I played 5 to 1. I think it's on my site now. I don't even know what price I got it. 4 to 1, 30.
I was getting messages all week actually for Bard of Avon in race 2 and race 6, number 4, Castletown. Those were the guys who were punting. But the thing is, again, you know, this is the top quality. It is the race day. To win a race on July Day is very, very difficult. Just to win a race. I mean,
I've won this race.
Have you? Oh yes, with the filly.
No, the filly was the Scottsville Gimme 5 won the
Gimme 5, yes.
The 1200 a week or 2.
What did you win this race with?
The
horse you had with the Chris Van Niekerk.
Yes,
Chris Van Niekerk, I remember.
The late Naresh Juggle rode.
Oh yes, I remember. Yeah. Well, and you're in good nick. But I mean, so Castletown, a lot of money. But in the exotics, would you? I mean, surely you can't just bank a Castletown.
I don't know what to make of it. Its form is strong. There's a few winners behind it. I think Al's captain's an improver. I think the ones have got a chance.
Roll with the punches, yeah.
And then my fancy in the race is number 12, Good Traveller.
Yeah, Good Traveller is pretty consistent.
His form is proven. He's run to the best around. And if he takes to the extra, he could be a seriously good candidate for the win.
Okay, so, and then the only other race I want to touch on you now, we've done the Garden Province, is that Post Merchants race 9. So Eden Rock comes out, but that's another open race.
I think that's a nightmare race.
MK's Pride he's a great
horse.
horse, isn't he? And he never runs a bad race.
I tell you what my problem is with MK's Pride. Why the blinkers?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't work out the blinkers. This horse is as gutsy as they come.
Yeah,
he doesn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah.
And they're putting blinkers on. They know more than me.
Unless they want to go up handy, want to try and lead pillar to post or something. But that looks like an open race. Yeah, I think that's a very open. But
I think the punters have got a lot of work to do.
I think you're absolutely right.
It's hard to find winners.
So come full circle then. Maybe you're going to bank a captain's ransom, right?
Yes.
A lot of punters will say, listen, I'm going to go 2 horses because it looks like a 2-horse race. I don't want to miss the pick 6 because I didn't put War of Athena in. Some people will say that. But that is a 2-horse race. But the key might be the July. I agree with you. For me, I've been saying for some time, I think beyond the top 4 or 5, I think it's thin. Maybe that's the place to take a chance. And maybe, could you get away with Linebacker and got the green light, and do it again? You want to put it?
Yes, I would. That's how I'm playing. I'm going to do it again. I think the top weight's a big ask, as I put in my book. I think a lot of other horses are not suited. If you want to add another horse in, you don't want to be sore as Rascallion.
Yeah.
And just for sentiment, I would put in Bulgarian, but he's really out. He's 5 kilos from last year's race, 3 kilos worse off than got the green light.
Yeah.
And 3 kilos worse off with Do It Again.
Yeah, he's got it all to do. I mean, he's one that you might want to put in the wider perms. But if what I'm saying is you're trying to hold those 2 races narrow.
I will go with the 3 runners.
So you would go with Linebacker with Do It Again as your first choice, and with got the green light.
Yeah.
He does look like a handicap. You know, we're all saying, everybody who studies racing You know, he looks very well in. He's still got to produce it, but he looks well in.
Yeah, when they announced that they'd given him, or they didn't give him the penalty for that
Yes.
the Group 1 win, the 6-1 and the 5-1, and the
Snaffled
4-1
up.
was claimed.
Yeah,
And in hindsight, it was the right move because he's now trading a lot less.
correct.
So whether he wins it or not, I don't know. But he's good enough to win it. He's weighted enough. He's weighted really the best in the race, in my opinion. But he's got opposition.
Yeah, and it is the Vodacom Durban July.
And it's the Vodacom Durban July, and he hasn't had a great prep. Although Joey will argue that point.
Well, he made his decision early. He said he trains him on weight, and
Yes.
and he's very happy. So, okay, that's fantastic. So, Lance giving his update on what's happening. It's a massive week, Vodacom Durban July week, and there are races that are straightforward, apparently, and other races which look real swirl-a-bit races. One thing's for sure: the pools are there, the exotics are there, and the value is there if you open up an account, if you haven't already, with Soccershop.bet. I thank Lance for his time. It's Vodacom Durban July week. It only comes once a year, and we hope you crack it. And if you've been taking all of those price boosters on Soccershop.bet, well, you're already well in front.